Hello everyone, my name is BFViking and today we're going to be doing a video that's a little different than normal. So, a lot of you have been asking for me to do a whole video on my settings. So, if we go over to more here, over to options settings. Now, I'm playing on PS4, so it's not as, complex as PC where you have graphics and all that kind of stuff, but nevertheless, you guys asked for it, so here's the video. So for controls, it's really nothing special here. We just have my sensitivity on 30. This is all default, but now advanced, this is where things kind of get a little bit advanced. So dead stick sensitivity, that's how much you need to be pushed to be activated, all that kind of stuff, whatever it says there. This is where I actually kind of customize it myself. Now, as you know, for your scope and your optics, you can choose what times magnification you want. So you can have 1x zoom, and that's what you're mainly going to be using on something like a pistol. So when you aim down sights, you're only going to get a 1x magnification. Now I have a higher sensitivity for the lower time zoom, as when you use a lower sensitivity, you're obviously going to be using that weapon in closer quarter engagements. So when you're aiming in closer quarter engagements, you don't want a slow sensitivity, you want a high sensitivity, because the person you're shooting at is most likely going to be jumping all over the place, so that's why you'll need the high sensitivity. Vehicle sensitivity, I really didn't change this because that doesn't really matter so much, because you mainly have friends in with you and you can have comms, so you really don't need to change the sensitivity for the vehicles. So gameplay, there is actually a lot of kind of stuff that you might need or want to customize for your own preference. So show HUD, that's obviously on show because that's your ammo count, your minimap, and your ticket display. Chat log, I have that on off because that's just another thing to distract you. Inventory show, that's your ammo count and such. Crosshair visibility. Kill log, I have that on hide as well. Chat log, I don't really like that on because you just get a lot of people spamming go, go, go and all that kind of stuff. Awards, I pretty much have a lot of things the same. It's usually just these kind of top things that are different. So that's pretty much everything in here. I just have that 5% bigger. Of course, if you do want to make your minimap bigger, just press the touchpad and it'll come up on like half the screen. I have the auto leaning on and the peak on because they actually work very well on console, because when you have to aim around a corner, it's better than actually exposing your whole body. Turn the reload hint system off because that's just really annoying. Hint system off, and I turn those performant networking graphs and all that kind of stuff off because they just really get in the way and you really don't need to know about them. So now for the audio. A lot of this only really matters if you're using a headset or surround sound speaker system, but I have the master volume on 35, that's mainly for when I record because it's a good balance with my microphone and the game audio. The music is on 25 because the music is actually good in this game. Now this is something complicated here. Not very complicated, but for those of you who don't know, you might want to listen to this bit. So stereo, if you are using a TV speaker, go with stereo. That is where the sound is only coming from one place. Now surround sound is surround sound. If you have a load of speakers around the room, turn this on, or if you are using a surround sound headset, make sure to turn this on because this gives you a really big advantage, so you can hear footsteps and all this stuff coming from where it's actually coming from. So if you hear a plane going from right to left, the noise would actually come from your right speaker and move over to the left speaker of your earphones or headphones. So that's another very important thing to customize. It definitely does give you the advantage. Headphones, I don't know what this Logitech Pro G headset is, that's probably some sponsor. War tapes, you can basically hear absolutely every sound. Small speakers, medium, large, but I mainly use headphones myself. Voice, I actually have all of this turned off because I kind of find it a little bit annoying. VOP, I find I turn that off because that's just if people can hear you and if you can hear people. And subtitles, I usually have that off, or I don't really know what that's on, but that's my audio anyways. So on PC, this is where things will get pretty complicated with your whole graphics and all that sort of stuff. I'm not really up to scratch with that, but on console, it's very, very simple. Your brightness, I just have it on 75. Field of view, that's basically how much you can see on your sight, so to say, your peripheral vision, and some people like to have it at 90, but I find that is just absolutely insane. It's mainly just personal preference. If you have it all the way up, it's very, very hard to see things at longer ranges, but it's also very easy to see what's happening right in front of you. But I find 75 is a very good balance. You can go all the way up to 105. That's insane, really. Maybe, yeah, I don't know why you do that, but 75 for me is good. I have that off. Motion blur off. Always have motion blur off. It's just kind of when you're moving around, is there any blur? It looks really ugly. But weapon DOF, I have that on. I don't really know what that does. Controls if the first person zoom weapons will be blurred or not. I don't know. I'm gonna have to experiment with that. I actually haven't really touched that, and I have colorblind off. I guess Battlefield 1 is down for the moment. But anyways, guys, those have been my settings. Make sure to fiddle around with the settings, find what's right for you. Just because these are my settings, it doesn't mean they're going to work well for you. They could do, but they might not either. So make sure to find what's good for you and get a good balance. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. Hope you're having an awesome day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next Battlefield video.